Account created on February 3rd, 2015. What the fuck? Alright, let's continue. I went without Sky TV as a child, says Sunak. Yes, I went without internet for about 6 years before I finally got to it on 2014, I think. Yes, Rishi Sunak is, by the way, Rishi Sunak is doing a speedrun on how to destroy the UK Conservatives Party. It seems he's going to, well, he's not going to get a personal best that belongs to the Risters, the infamous prime minister who only lasted like 19 days in office. Probably even Monica Lewinsky lasted much longer than her. Okay, I'm not going to Google that. Rishi Sunak has said he went without a lots of things as a child, including Sky TV. Oh my god. Oh yes. Well, I'm not going to say anything because his wife is from rich family, so I'm not sure how he was on it. However, his wife has rich parents, so there you go. Rishi's in an interview with ITV News, the Prime Minister who attended the fee-paying Winchester College. Okay, so he attended a fee-paying Winchester College. And he says he went without a lot of things. Bro, you actually went to a college which requires you to pay for it. Like, I'm not sure how the education works in the UK, but here you get about, I believe, 7 years of free college years in public schools, public colleges. So, said his parents wanted to put everything into our education, and that was priority. Alright. Mr. Sunak and his wife Akshata Murthy are estimated to have personal fortune of £651 million. That's a lot of money. And I believe the most of it comes from his wife, by the way. She has rich parents. Labour has sought to use Mr. Sunak's wealth to portray him as an out-of-touch and disconnected from ordinary people during the cost of living crisis. I mean, looking at some MPs that Labour has had, I mean, they're not much better anyways. Asked if he had ever gone without something, he told the PM told ITV, yes, I mean, my family emigrated here with Verity, and that's how I was raised. I was raised with the values of hard work. Mr. Sunak's father was a GP, while his mother ran out her own pharmacy. What's a GP? I'm not quite sure. General President? Maybe? His mother ran her own pharmacy. This does not sound like a poor family. Like this sounds like a pretty good of family, to be completely fair with you. Asked what sort of things he had to sacrifice. He said a lot of things. Oh, of course. So I had to sacrifice a lot of things. Oh, really? So what, for instance? Well, a lot of things. That's a great answer. Best for an example, he said all sorts of things. Okay. Like lots of people. Alright, shouldn't be laughing. Oh my god. Like lots of people. So like you were not having sex often? That's what you're trying to tell us? There'll be all sorts of things that I would have wanted as a kid that I couldn't have. Yes, well, what did I want it as a kid? Like, I didn't have that big of an expectation, actually. I usually only wanted, like, the only things I wanted were the GTA 5, and for a long while, I wanted my own notebook, which I got in 2017 or 18, and that's about it. I usually don't have any wishes. The only thing I want nowadays is my own personal nuclear weapon. I'm definitely gonna work on that. However, yes, I do not have any other wishes. I couldn't have. Famously Sky TV. So that was something that we never had growing up, actually. Speaking of the campaign trail, Mr. Sunak said he was very, very fortunate that my parents had the good jobs. Well, thanks. So you gangplank, well, uh, yeah. So my parents were good off. So I mean, and I had to sacrifice a lot of things. Oh, you poor soul. You want. Yeah, your parents did not spoil you. Oh my god, you're so fucking poor. Then give me all your money. Give me all your taxes right now. I'll happily take them away from you and put them to much better use. He added, but the reality of this situation is my grandparents emigrated in this country with very little and in 3 generations. I'm sitting here talking to you as a prime minister. Who is Rishi Sunak? Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer said he did not want to comment on Mr. Sunak's remarks, but when pushed said he had previously spoken about his family having to cut off their phone when they could not pay the bills, but he said he was not pleading poverty and that they were just normal things growing up in the working class household. Speaking on a campaign visit in Warwickshire, Liberal Democrat leader Sid Ed Davey said he did not have Sky TV as a child. Well, yes, they're from a different age now, aren't they? Asked what he had been deprived of growing up, Sid Ed said, I lost my father when I was 4 and my mom was so fantastic she managed to make up for that. She didn't have that much money, and I remember my mom making me walk up to the hill to go to Coast Gutter, where coffee was 2 pence cheaper. Sky Television was launched in 1999 when Mr. Sunak was 8 years old. Within a year of its launch, Sky claimed to reach 1 million households in the UK, reaching 6 million subscribers by the end of 1990s. Its popularity soared after Sky Sports won the rights to show live Premier League football games in 1992. Sky channels were initially free to anyone who paid for a dish and set-top box, with subscription packages introduced a few years later. Mr. Sunak, 44 years old, worked as a hedge fund manager before he became an MP. Oh, yes, we were so poor. Oh, yes, we were so sorry for me. Hedge fund manager. Well, okay, so he's also rich, like hedge fund manager. Like, how much could he actually make from this? I don't know, like, at least some tens of millions, I believe. Probably depends how big that hedge fund was, but he definitely made some millions of it too. Before he became MP and was the first film-time politician to feature in the Sunday Times annual riches in its 35-year history. However, most of the family wealth comes from his wife's shareholding and in IT giant Infosys, which was co-funded by her father. As I said, rich parents, and yeah, she also got shares from her daddy. Miss Marty finances were thrust into the spotlight in 2022 when Mr. Sunak was Chancellor. When it emerged, she had non-dom status, which allows people living in the UK to avoid paying UK tax on money made abroad. Sheesh. The ITV interview, which is being broadcast in full later, was recording on June 6 after the PM attended D-Day commemoration in France while Patrick attended. Then he went for an interview back in England. Mr. Sunak faced criticism for leaving the event to mark the 80th anniversary of the Normandy landings. Early, he attended a British event at Vers-sur-Mer, but left before an international commemoration attended by world leaders including US President Joe Biden, Foreign Secretary Lord Cameron, deputizing for him. Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer stayed at the event until the end. Following a backlash, Mr. Sunak apologized on Friday, saying that on reflection it was a mistake not to attend the whole event. It later emerged that on his return to the UK, the PM filmed the interview with the ITV. Okay. Yes. Mr. Sunak said his itinerary for the day had been set weeks ago. In a clip released by ITV News, which appears to show the PM chatting to journalist Paul Brand before the formal interview starts, Mr. Sunak apologizes for being quick, saying the event in Normandy ran over. It was incredible, but it just ran over, he said. I think he had met lots of veterans and spoke to almost everyone that was there. It comes after Mr. Sunak launched the Conservative Party manifesto on Tuesday, where they promised to cut taxes further. Oh yeah, that's definitely going to help your economy to recover when you're gonna cut taxes. It's definitely not going to cause your inflation to spiral out of control and force you to print more money. He warned against handing Labour leader Sir Keir Starmer a blank check when he hasn't said what he'll buy, paid it, or how much it's going to cost you. Meanwhile, Defense Secretary Grant Shapps had suggested the Tories are fighting for every single seat in this country to avoid Labour securing supermajority, even bigger than the 1997 landslide under Tony Blair. He told Times Radio that if power was in some way unchecked, it would be very bad news for the people in this country. Yeah, maybe you should have done a better job and you shouldn't have made such a bunch of useless idiots there. Tories definitely deserve their fall. They are completely useless. They make dumb decisions, and Sunak is the prime example, especially when he said that they would actually made a mandatory military service in the UK for the young for about a year. Like imagine taking students 1 year of students' life just to join some military they do not even want to fight for. Like most of these students don't even want to be there to begin with. I wonder how would they figure that out. I wonder how would that work out. And yes, the Conservative preferences seems to be plummeting a bit at the moment, and they are coming, although their votes are coming to the Reform UK, which we'll see. We'll see. The elections are I believe in 20 days or so. We're gonna see the results. Until then, we'll have to wait, and we're gonna laugh at every new news that will come about the Rishi Sunak, the Conservatives, and the UK elections. Because yeah, this is definitely very fun to read. I'm gonna take a sip of water, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna show you our next article,